Hello everyone. Welcome back to Technology and Livelihood Education 6 class, Industrial Arts. In this video, we are going to talk about Module 5, Creating a Project Plan. It is based on the Unified Supplementary Learning Materials, also known as USLEM. So the expectations at the end of the module, you should be able to, number 1, considers deliberate policies on sustainable development in constructing the project plan. 2, demonstrates resourcefulness and management skills in the use of time, materials, money, and effort. Third, assesses the quality of enhanced product using rubrics. For your pretest direction, answer the following questions. Write your answer in your TLE 6 notebook. Question number 1. What are the different parts of project plan? Number 2, what are the policies to be considered in constructing the project plan? Please write your answers in your TLE 6 notebook. If you need more time in answering, just pause this video and once you're done, just resume it. For those who are finished, let us now check your work. So number 1, what are the different parts of a project plan? We have here the name of the project, that's important. 2, objectives. 3, materials. 4, procedure. 5, timetable. 6, design. And 7, evaluation. Later on, we'll discuss the different parts as we go along to this module. And number 2, what are the policies to be considered in constructing the project plan? Number 1, consider the benefits of the project. 2, study the feasibility and use of a project. 3, itemize the steps to do before you start the project. 4, identify the materials needed. 5, prepare the tools and equipment needed. 6, be sure that you are well versed and skillful in using the tools and equipment to avoid accidents. And 7, is the design of the project possible to do? So those are the answers for the pretest. Let's have a short review by answering the following questions. Direction. Read and analyze the following sentences below. Write true if the statement is correct, and if false, underline the word that makes the statement incorrect. Write your answer on the space provided before the number. Again, your answers must be written in your notebook. Number 1, a good design must be enhanced more to be attractive to customers. 2, outlining is a rough representation of an object, an idea, or a principle. 3, sketching is the process of making on the outer parts of any shape, object, or any figure by the use of lines. 4, shading is the process of marking the inside of an outline to project shadows or degrees of lightness and darkness. And number 5, drawing and sketching are not necessary in order to improve your products. For those who are done, let us now check your work. Number 1, a good design must be enhanced more to be attractive to customers. True. Number 2, outlining is a rough representation of an object, an idea, or a principle. The correct answer for that is sketching. Number 3, sketching is the process of making on the outer parts of any shape, object, or any figure by the use of lines. The correct answer there is outlining. Number 4, shading is the process of marking the inside of an outline to project shadows or degrees of lightness and darkness. It's true. And number 5, drawing and sketching are not necessary in order to improve your products. The answer is it is necessary. This lesson will guide you through the process of constructing a project plan. It will discuss important considerations when planning a project, including sustainable development in the use of natural resources, health, and safety measures to undertake while doing the project. The first major step in making a project for finished product is planning. In enhancing a product, this is also essential. This enables you to organize your ideas by writing them and will serve as guide on how you are going to start and end your finished product. More importantly, working on a project of this kind requires careful planning not only to avoid wastage but also to ensure the product's marketability and salability. Planning involves a lot of research, canvassing, testing, and other important activities before being ready to implement the project. Now, let us talk about what is a project plan. A project plan is necessary before undertaking any project. It serves as your guide in finishing a product. It will give you an idea about the design of the project, materials to be used, how much to spend, and what procedures to perform. So the project plan has parts. What are those? First, we have the name of the project. The project. It shows what kind of project to undertake, or it is also known as the title of the project. Second, we have the objectives. It is the desired benefits and goals to be achieved. Third, the materials. This is the list of tools and equipment to be used. The fourth one we have here, the procedure. It is the series of steps or sets of instruction to follow on how are we going to finish our project. And we also have here number 5, the timetable, a schedule that shows when to start and finish the project. Next in line is the design. It is a preliminary sketch or outline of the project. It is also known as the drawing of your project. And last but not the least is the evaluation. It is where to determine the quality of our output. Let us talk about the policies to be considered in constructing a project plan. Number 1, consider the benefits of the project. So your project must be useful. 2, study the feasibility and use of a project. 3, itemize the steps to do before you start the project. 4, identify the materials needed. 5, prepare the tools and equipment needed. 6, be sure that you are well versed and skillful in using the tools and equipment to avoid accidents. Safety first, kids. If you do not know how to use the tools, then you can ask some adults in your home for any assistance. 7 is the design of the project possible to do. Kaya mo bang gawin o hindi? Dapat alam mo sa sarili mo. In planning your project for finished products, you must know how to be resourceful in using time, materials, money, and effort. So, talking about managing of resources and skills, we have here the first factor, which is the time. So, poor management of time has no place in business. It will waive the potentials of the business. Manage your time effectively and you will achieve your goals successfully. Some tips in wisely managing your time are: 1. Group similar tasks so that it can be accomplished at the same time. Learn to organize your tasks, prioritize your tasks to be done, and be faithful to the deadline set. Huwag kang magpatumpik-tumpik. Kung ano yung kaya mong gawin sa araw na to, gawin mo na. Second, keep a journal and make a list what needs to be accomplished for a day, a week, or a month. So be productive every day. 3, delegate some tasks to others. A good manager delegates and share responsibilities. The next factor is the money. One of the most important things in running a business is managing money or finances well. Make sure that money is managed effectively. How are we going to do that? First, buy cheap but durable materials for the product. Second, do not overspend on materials, accessories, etc. Budget and allocate your funds efficiently. Third, set your budgets early. This will prevent spending more than what you have. Fourth, keep accurate records of all transactions. Keep all receipts. Do your best to keep an accurate accounting of all the expenses incurred. In other words, be honest in liquidating your funds. Kasi kung hindi ka magiging matapat, malulugi ang inyong negosyo. 5. Be prepared for unexpected expenses. Reserve funds for such or save. And you have here the activity. So activity 1, you change my life. Look at the pictures. Do you think you can develop significant projects from these discarded materials? Make a list of all the projects or products that you can do using these discarded materials. So the first picture, we have here the compact disc or a CD. We also have the second one, newspapers. Paano nyo magagamit ulit yung mga yan? The third one is tires. Ito yung gulong. Then we have here the glass bottles. We also have the fifth one, the plastic bottles. So here's the rubric for your activity. So is the product you choose shows the following indicators. First, 1, saleable. 2, economical. 3, practical. And 4, useful. So the criteria are the following. 3 points if all the indicators were met. 2 points if 2 or 3 indicators were met. And 1 if none or one of the indicators were met. So you just have to add the total score and convert it to the percentage. The next step, we have here the activity 2, which is the pick me. Analyze the different words or phrase below the table. Choose the following words or phrase that are related to the given columns. We have here the 2 columns, which is time and money. So you have to choose from the different words below kung saan ba sila nabibilang. Ito ba ay nabibilang sa time or sa money? If you still need more time to answer this activity, just pause this video. And for those who are done, let us now check your work. Here is the key to correction. So for the time, we have here follow schedules, evaluates performance, assess skills, work schedule, and activity sequencing. For money, the words are the following: acquiring, compensation, payment, assets, and procuring. So always remember and do not forget the policies to be considered in constructing the project plan. Again, consider the benefits of the project, study the feasibility and use of a project, itemize the steps to do before you start the project, identify the materials needed, prepare the tools and equipment needed before starting the project. 6, be sure that you are well versed and skillful in using the tools and equipment to avoid accidents. And last but not the least is the design of the project possible to do? Okay, so let's have a brain check. Checking your understanding. How can constructing a project plan contribute to the success of a project? What are your thoughts? For your post-test, please take your post-test by scanning the QR code TLE6IA quiz number 5 on the given link. So you may type the link or you may access the test by clicking the description below. Be sure to take a screenshot of your score as a part of your performance task. So do you have any questions or clarifications? Feel free to comment down below. That's all for this video. I hope you learned something from me. I hope to see you again in my next vid. Goodbye and stay safe, everyone.